What's going on, YouTube watchers? Well, the next installment of visiting a cemetery every day for the month of October, which is about to end. The next one, I think I may have been here before because there's a discrepancy on the map. It's St. Paul's Church Cemetery, but if I go back and I look at St. Paul's Church, where was it? Was it right here? No. I think it was right here. Well, okay, I don't know why the dot's not coming up now, but this is Dairy Queen, and it was showing the dot to be right here in the middle of the road. But if I go over, let's see. That's the Sonic. Right there, that's the cemetery I visited that was in town a few videos ago. So I think I've already been there because I've looked all over the map. I've even asked somebody at Dairy Queen and they said no, there's never been a cemetery there. And they even mentioned the one down the road. They said that should be St. Paul's. So I've already been there. So I guess the next one is Blount Chapel. Well, shit, let me find that on here and look it up. Okay, well, here we go again. Blount Chapel Cemetery, there is no roads that lead to it. I don't know if this is a road right here. It's kind of hard to tell. Maybe, but that could just be a fence line. And this is Loop 500 right here, and you see the distance. And this is the train tracks right here. So that is out there pretty far. I mean, this might be a road right here. I don't know. And that might be a little road that leads to it. But I don't know. I don't see where this goes. I mean, it goes to the train tracks, but then again, is this private property right here? Where does this road lead to? You goddamn phone. I don't think that's an actual road. So I don't know. I don't know how I would get out there. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. If it's private property or I can't get to it, I'm just going to skip it and go to the next. But what I may do, I may go against my rules and drive out there now during the daytime, because I'm filming this part during the daytime. But I may drive out there now just to see if it's if there's any roads. Okay, guys, I'm back home, and I've already crossed off Blount Chapel because Blount, whatever it's called, Chapel, because that is on private property. And now Henrietta is the next one, and I'm thinking it's the same exact thing. Because if I come over here, okay, I don't know why it disappeared, but the dot was right here, and for some reason it disappeared. There it is. Henrietta. This is the scrapyard that my aunt works at. So I don't know if this is part of that property or if I could walk across there to get to it. But I mean, the gate is right here, and it's locked at night, obviously, because they close, they lock it. And this is right here. Henrietta's right here. If you come over here, this is a house. This is their land. So again, I'm thinking it's private on proper property. I'm not even gonna bother because I'm not gonna. I asked one person around the Blount Chapel, and he said he had no idea there was a cemetery back there, and he didn't know how to get to it or nothing. And he said it's all private property. I said, well, okay, that's fine. I'm not gonna bother because I'm not gonna walk across somebody's land, and then out here you'll get a gun pulled on you. So I'm not doing that, and I'm the same way. If somebody walks across my land, they're going to get a pump 12 gauge pointed at them. So we're all the same way. I'm not going to do that. So Henrietta, I'm just going to mark private property too. So we can't go there. And the next one is North Jericho. So let me see if I can pull that one up and end the beginning of this video. Okay, well now here we are at North Jericho, and this actually looks like a cemetery. I can see a cemetery here. The other two I couldn't actually see a cemetery. But the thing is, that looks like a house. This looks like a driveway right here, because there's no come on. There's no county road number on this. That looks like a driveway. So the question is this going to be accessible at night? And is that a house right there by this cemetery? As you can see, the property line right here, the fence line is right here. And there's chicken houses right there. That's a completely different piece of land. But what I don't know is that a house? And will they say anything or anybody be there if I pull up in there at 1:32 in the morning? I don't know if I should chance it. It's not really that far from home, so I may just drive here and see what it looks like, see what the sketchy factor is. If I could park the car in the woods and sneak over here and just kind of film. But then again, I'll be in the same boat. If they come outside, they're probably going to be armed with First Amendment tools and wondering what I'm doing out there, flashing a light around and stuff. I don't really want to drive back out that way again, but we're just going to chance it. We're just going to say this one I'll be able to go to, because this one at least has a road. You know, when you look, it at least has a road that leads to it. So, you know, it's at least accessible. Whereas the other ones, the road stopped up here and there was no road that led to it. So, okay, we will go with this one and we will see what happens later. Alright guys and gals, I'm heading to the North Jericho Cemetery now. I believe it's around the same place I was last time. At least this one has a county road that leads right to it. So this should not be private property. There is like a white building, a white roof that I see from the satellite view. I'm hoping that's just like a covered area that has like benches and tables under it that you see at some cemeteries. And hopefully that's not a house, because I don't see any other, from the satellite view, I don't see any other stuff in that area, you know, like what would be typically around a house, like cars or objects. It's just like that white roof and then the cemetery. But we will see when we get there. Like I said, the other two, shit, I can't even remember what they were called, the names. One was Henrietta, I think. Both of those, I'm pretty sure, on private property, because there is no county roads or any roads that lead to them. They're like in the backwoods of somebody's land. So I'm just going to exclude those. No, this isn't the area to be trespassing in, especially at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. That's how you end up in the morgue. I'm just not going to do that. So we're going to try this cemetery, and I will turn the camera back on when I get closer to that area. Okay, so turn down the music. Just turned on the road. At least this is a cemetery, or this is a marked one at least, so I just followed the signs. I didn't realize the direction I was going. This is where my uncle on my dad's side and my aunt used to live. I may try to see if I could drive by their house and at least show it on there. They don't own the house anymore. It's I don't know who else. I don't know who owns it now, but it's a pretty nice house. And then if I could try to find their old house that I remember being a kid in and playing in with my younger cousins. But anyway, where is this? I hope this is not a residence. Okay, it's just a church. Okay, cool. And they got a light right here too. I don't see any cars here, nothing here. It is an old school Baptist church too. So I don't see anybody around. It's obviously still in use. It's not ran down. And I'm gonna go ahead. Let me just go ahead and turn around. I always like to have my car facing the exit direction, you know. There, just like that. Facing out. I don't know, just a habit. I like to have my car facing out or backing into parking spots. But anyway, I'll turn you back on when I get out there. All right, here we are. Just exited the vehicle. It's a full moon tonight, so that will give me extra light to see. I'm not talking about anything superstitious. I don't believe in any of the shit they talk about full moons. It's just a full moon. It's the people that act stupid on full moons. That's all it is. Not a big cemetery, so it shouldn't take too terribly long. And again, these videos aren't me, like, I guess walking through the cemetery, talking about the people that's buried here. This is more videos me visiting each cemetery from farthest to closest to me, closest to farthest. So I'm more looking at these cemeteries. It's more about just visiting. And I do look at the graves, the tombstones here and stuff, and try to see how old it is. Some of these are, you know. Huh. Oh wait, what are those out there? Cows. That sounded like a bird of some type, but anyway. 1932 to 1934. We start off with a kid. Let me turn the brightness down on this guy. 1886, 1890, 1928. Okay. I was wondering who was coughing out there. That's a cow. Sometimes I think it's better just not to turn on my light. But I try to turn on my light to see all out here. It's like the fence goes to right back there. Let's see. I could have family buried out here. I don't know. I know, maybe not. I don't know. I think these go in the ground. They just stab in, but I know the wind blew these over. That one broke. I'm guessing that one went there. I don't know. I shouldn't really be messing with this stuff out here, but if I see like a fallen over tombstone that I could easily fix or something, why not? Because nobody else is gonna. Jesse. 1890, 1951, 1888. Yeah, some of these people were old enough to live in the Wild West era. The early to mid to late 1800s. So I guess that's why they died young. 1842 to 1970, 1917 rather. It's pretty cool tombstone. This is a pretty old one. 1865 to 1905, J.R. Johnson. And wife. 1828 to 1897. So this person right here lived in the Wild West. J.W. Johnson. And here's a tombstone that looks complete, but there's a broken one right there. So I don't know what's up with that. 1876 to 1879, that's a kid. Oh, and that looks like the footstone. I don't know why it's there, but if that's a kid, the footstone probably went like right here somewhere. 18 something to 1884, 1830 something to 1884. So they lived during the Wild West too. Bright. It's a pretty cool cemetery. These are the types I like right here. There aren't the ones that aren't around people. It's kind of out here in the middle of nowhere. I like more secluded cemeteries that are in the woods or something. I think the Oats Cemetery was my favorite, even though it was tiny. Mariah Golden, like Mariah Carey. It's a unique name, or one I don't know too many ladies named Mariah. Jones. Alright, let's just walk around. I can't sit here and look at every single one. I'll just scan around and look at the ones that are unique. Like this one, 1885 to 1912, died on another Titanic death. Or well, you know, died on the day Titanic sunk. $1866 to something. Man, tombstone's leaning over pretty bad, but I don't have a way to fix it. There's another tree tombstone. Bunch of dogs barking over there. Man, this tombstone is, that's metal, I think. No? There's nothing on it. Maybe the casing of one, I don't know. It's another casing. I don't know if that's like the casing and maybe the concrete is broken away. I don't know. I don't know anything about tombstones. Wiggins. I'll walk over here some. I think it goes to right back there. Sounds like a branch just fell. 1907 to 1909. A kid. Ken and Mary Ann. Okay. Tree. They lived during the Wild West. What is that? Oh, that's a chicken house back there. I was about to say. I didn't know if that was somebody's house I was shining a light at. Not a good idea to be shining a light at somebody's house at 2 in the morning. But I know when I looked on the maps, there was no houses around here. At least I couldn't see any on the satellite view. This grave has settled in quite a bit right here. 2020, that's why. I guess they just haven't came out here to fill it in. These are probably the newer graves. Well, no, not 2005. 2005 technically isn't new anymore. 2005, no, I graduated high school in 2004. Hard to believe it was so that long ago, like, what, almost 20 years ago. And I've never been to a class reunion, don't care to go. I don't know, that's just me, I'm antisocial. Don't really give an F what my classmates are doing. No offense. Well, that's it, nothing else out there, that's just vacant lots. Oh, almost missed this one. Vietnam, thank you for your service. I don't know, whenever I look at these inscriptions on the bottom, all this on the bottom, I don't know why I immediately think, it immediately makes me think of like an angry text, someone's, I guess, boyfriend, girlfriend cussing them out. I don't know why I just immediately think that. Who is this? Oh, Christopher Sparks, same first name. 1983 to 1999. I think that's it. That's all just looks like vacant land that they've cleared off to add on to the cemetery so the cemetery can make more money. Because once the cemetery gets full, that's kind of it. Then it relies on other sources of income to keep it up. So, I mean, it's not the cemetery's fault that it's can't be kept up after it's full. They just don't have the money. Yeah, U.S. Army. Thank you for your service. So not too extremely very old graves out here. Early 1800s. And this one is twisted around, but I'm afraid if I twist it, it may fall. Oh yeah, okay, that's why they had it twisted. That's why they had it twisted, because it'll fall the other way. The base is uneven. It really needs to be reworked and re-leveled, but okay. Well, let's make our way out. That's another one marked off the list. And this is another one. I don't know how many I've visited so far. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know. I'm not keeping count on the videos, but haven't had anything spooky or whatever you call it happen to me. No ghosts, no nothing, because you know what? Ghosts aren't real. This is just a cemetery. There's nothing here but tombstones. And, well, what used to be people. Nothing more. That tree is ugly. They should just cut it down. Alright, I'm gonna stop shining the flashlight around like a madman. Should I check the church door to see if it's open? Is that disrespectful? Even if my intentions are good and I just want to see what the inside of the church looks like. It obviously has power, and I risk getting caught on camera if they have cameras out here. But can they do anything if I just walk in there and just like film around like what it looks like in an old-fashioned church? I don't know how old this church is, but could be from the late 1800s, early 1900s. I don't know. I guess that could be the thumbnail. I have a hard time trying to put thumbnails in the video. I just stop at a random spot and just take a screenshot. I keep hearing shit out there, and I'm forgetting there's cows out there. Let's see, I'm sure it'll be locked because nobody keeps these churches open because of shitty people. Yeah, because of shitty people that will come in and fuck shit up for no reason because they're pieces of shit. I probably can't even look in because they have all the blinds closed. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that'll be locked. Not even gonna try it. Anyway, cool church. One day I'd like to find one that's unlocked, just to walk in, just to walk in and, you know, look around. Just look at how cool it is on the inside. All right, guys. I guess that's it. I will recap when I get back home. All right, guys. Well, that marks Jericho off the list. Oh yeah, by the way, rest in peace to Bill Hewitt, PowerstrokeHelp.com, a genius in the Power Stroke diesel world. If you don't know who he is and you love Power Stroke diesels like the 6.0s, 6.4s, and 6.7s, 6.7 being the best one, look up Bill Hewitt of PowerstrokeHelp.com. He is like the genius of Power Stroke diesel motors. But anyway, I guess we can mark Jericho off the list. At least I got a check mark on that one. Let's see, the next one will be Price Cemetery. Excuse me for my bad handwriting, but tomorrow I will look at maps and see what that one looks like. But I guess until then, thanks for watching, and you guys have a great day or night.